We're learning that a growing list of properties across the region, including in Minot and Bismarck, are being taken over from Epic by other companies. One of these is the Blue on Broadway mixed-use property in Minot. One of the tenants, ex-Golf, confirmed with us that they were notified that Creative Property Management would be taking over effective June 1st. Blue on Broadway was finished in 2021 and includes a mixture of affordable housing units and business units. CPM tells us they are working with the owners to provide uninterrupted services to residents. Tenants of Area 57, another combined residential and commercial complex in Bismarck, say their management is transferring from Epic to Legacy Property Solutions. Now, Epic's website indicates it operates 39 properties across the region, including 5 in Minot and 2 in Bismarck. Now, of those in Minot, one is the historic M building downtown, which has been vacant for some time but is currently undergoing a renovation. Another is the Tracks development in southwest Minot, that's across from the new Trinity Hospital. Now, meanwhile, our station in Fargo reports that a complex in South Fargo operated by Epic is going through a similar management transition. This all comes amid questions of Epic's finances. Now, tomorrow afternoon, leadership with the Norsk Husfest Board of Directors will be holding a press conference. Epic Events has been the main promoter of Hustfest since the 2022 version of the festival. The president of the board told us that as of today, they were still selling tickets but could not comment further. We will update you on this as we learn more.